so you've got a lawn tractor or a lawnmower like this guy and the battery keeps dying on you. You charge it up and then a week later, it won't start. Or you even go out and buy a brand new battery, you let it sit for a week, and it won't start. Now there's a lot of things you could try to troubleshoot to find the problem, but that can be kind of a hassle. But there's one thing you can do that can solve the problem and you'll never have a dead battery. And that is to install a cutoff switch to the whole system. Let me show you how it's done. You can start by removing your battery. Then you want to choose a spot to put your switch. I chose the driver's side because I already have my shifter over here and there was a bunch of empty space over there. And then I drilled 2 holes right here and I made a rough oval cut to fit it through, and that's where it's going to be bolted in. Then what you want to do is locate your negative cable. Red is positive, black is negative, or ground. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and remove this ground wire because I'm moving it over to the other side. Alright, so all I did was unbolt it underneath. Ground wire came right out. So basically the idea here is you're going to take one side of this switch and you're going to connect it to ground to the frame. And then the other side of the switch, you're going to connect a cable and you're going to connect that to your negative terminal on your battery. Alright, so I got my ground cable connected to the frame, so that's going to attach to one side of the switch, doesn't matter which side. And now I have my cable that's going to go from the switch to the battery. Now I tape this end black so I remember that it is the ground wire. I drill the hole in the battery box and it has plenty of length to connect to the switch. Okay, now on the switch I have my ground cable that goes to the frame on one side, and then I have my battery cable, which is right here on the other side. I also have my ground cable for my winch over here. Now I just need to try to mash these wires through this tiny hole. We'll make it fit. And then after you get the switch in place, just grab a couple bolts and tighten it down so it doesn't go anywhere. And you can throw your battery back in, and you can attach your positive cable. I also have my winch positive and my fog light positive on here. And you can attach your new negative cable that's coming from your cutoff switch. And you are ready to roll, man. Now here we go. Switch obviously is off. No power going to the starter. Fog lights aren't on. Now, we'll turn the switch. Fog lights come on. And power to the starter. So just for clarification again, so you understand this, all electrical circuits need to have a positive and a negative, or ground. By having this switch in there, you're eliminating the ground, thus the circuit is not complete, so there's not going to be any battery drain. It's just like some random wires on one side of the battery. It's not going to drain anything. So if your lawnmower battery keeps dying, now you know how to fix it without having to do any troubleshooting. Thanks for watching, guys.